Hey, what's up everybody? Skillet here. Just wanted to do another tutorial for the PVR, the HD PVR capture card. I know that it's becoming a much more popular capture card. It's definitely worth the money that it costs, and I'm really glad that I have had mine long enough to know the ins and outs and tell you guys how to set it up and what to do. So here we go. When you get it, you get a CD that has Total Media Extreme. It's the software that lets you record a video, you can create a disc, play a video, and they have the media converter, but you won't need the media converter. So if we click on record a video, then that's when the capture module pops up. After it comes up, we can see whatever it is that's on our Xbox, whatever it's hooked up to. Right now it's hooked up to my Xbox. And we can see the source is the HD PVR. And if we go into format settings, we can tell that I'm recording at 1080i, and my bit rate is all the way up to 13.5. I didn't switch over anything when I updated from the old Total Media Extreme to the new one, so that's probably why this isn't selected, but I'm just going to leave it the way it is because it seems to be working just fine. So I boost my audio input level because when I play with headphones and no microphone, it takes away a lot of the audio, so I boost that so that I don't have to amplify it up in Sony Vegas. But that's basically all there is to it. Just put your bitrate all the way up and leave everything else pretty much the same. And if we go down here, we can see that there's different options, different recording options. It doesn't really matter what you don't have to have PlayStation 3 to click on PlayStation 3. It just changes the format down here. The AVC HD is a TS instead of the M2 TS, and Xbox 360 is MP4. The only reason that I use PlayStation 3 is because Sony Vegas doesn't like MP4s very well. It doesn't edit smoothly, so the M2 TS looks great and functions just fine in Sony Vegas with the right codec packs. And I will leave a link in the description for codec packs if you need that. So that's pretty much all there is to it. You can set out a time, like if you know how long you want to record, you can do that. The capture button right there, where the videos get saved at, and that's all there is to it. Once you get your files saved or recorded, open up Sony Vegas and go to your Explorer tab and whatever folder you had it saved in, and just drag and drop that file down into it, and you'll see the video and audio track there. If you record in 1080, then you're going to have a black line on the left hand side. I'm not exactly sure why, but if you record in 720, then the black line goes along the top and along the right side. So it's really easy to fix that. I don't like seeing that black line, so all you have to do is go into Event Pan and Crop like I am here and zoom in on one of the corners and make sure that your aspect ratio is locked, and then drag that corner until all that black is gone, that black line. I already have mine selected. Once you have it where you want it, you can save a preset. So there's my preset already saved and ready to go. So that's the first thing that I always do. Then the next thing, I always go to properties and disable the resample, because that's going to minimize any ghosting effect that you get when you're moving really quickly. So it's not going to like duplicate your frames or anything like that. And then once that's done, just go to the video tab, scroll down to color corrector, and change it from studio RGB to computer RGB. And if you look at the preview screen, you can tell that that green haze goes away and all the colors pop just a little bit more. So that's really nice. And then Evil Midget pointed this sharpen reset to none. It's really hard to tell in the preview window, but if you look on like the numbers and stuff, you can definitely see how it adds just a little bit sharpness. So once that's added, that's pretty much all there is to it. So then just do that to every track that you enter, and then the more you do it, the more it'll be routine, and you'll just get into a habit, and that way you won't forget, and your videos will stay looking awesome, if that makes sense. Stay looking awesome. Then the render settings, we go to File, Render As, and I use the MP4 setting. I mean, you can use like AVI and stuff. AVI is probably a quicker way to go if you don't have a fast computer, but I think MP4 looks just a little bit better. So that's what I use, and then I have my own template that I customized. Click on the Customize or Custom tab and choose the video best, render quality, custom frame size 1280 by 720. I like to render it out at 60 frames per second because that's the game speed, is 60 frames. Then you leave these three things all the same, leave that alone. And this is the bit rate that I render everything out in because somebody on YouTube a long time ago put up a tutorial, but his account's not there anymore, but this is the bit rate that he said to use, and it looked great, and I've been using it ever since. So that's why I got that. And then the audio is just 480 and 128. So that's all there is to it. Then you just name it whatever you want, put it in whatever folder, and then hit save, and you should be rendering out just fine. The last thing that I want to talk about is that I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks. It's my annual training for the National Guard, and I'm going to Minnesota. So I'm not going to be able to upload anything for at least 2 weeks, and then I'm getting married right after that. So it'll be a while before I can respond to any of your guys' questions or messages, or see you guys in the next video. So I hope this tutorial helped out, and like always, you can leave questions in the comments, and then I will check that stuff as soon as I get back. So I will catch you guys later. Peace.